How's it going, everybody? This is Rob Novakast back with another video for you guys, and we'll be continuing doing reviews of the Alien franchise. And so far we've gone through Aliens 1, Aliens 2, and Aliens 3. With this video we'll be going over the next installment. Alien Resurrection, released in 1997, directed by Jean-Pierre Bonnet, Dan O'Bannon, Ronald Chazette, and Joss Whedon. So, strangely enough, this particular film was made, or at least in speculation, this movie was made in response to a lot of people not particularly happy with the ending of Alien 3, or the conclusion of the Alien franchise with Alien 3. So, this particular film was made to either continue or try to end the story of Ripley. Though, to an extent, again, our Ripley, or the Ripley that we've followed for 3 movies, died in Resident Evil, or I almost said Resident Evil 3, but in Alien 3. So, to an extent, is it good? Is it bad? Well, we're about to talk about it. So, without further delay, why don't we go right ahead and get into it. So, for the story, it's, I guess, the setting is 200 years after what happened in Fury 16. I believe that's what the planet was called. And this military organization or government or whatever it is proceeds to somehow find DNA of Ripley and clone her with alien DNA, so that way they could pull out the alien embryo and use the queen to lay eggs as well as experiment with the aliens. That's basically the plot. And as per usual with alien movies, the alien gets loose, all hell breaks loose, and it is, the responsibility of our heroes to do their best, although futile, to try to escape. That is the basic plot of this particular movie. Now, there's some weird stuff that happens near the very end. Like, for instance, apparently due to the cloning, the alien queen, I should say, instead of laying eggs, proceeds to give birth, or give a human birth to a human-alien hybrid, which, involving that creature, is an emotional clusterfuck, to say the least. But to a degree, it gets weird, and inevitably, it's again just our heroes, or lack of, trying to escape. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't feel motivated to watching it this time around, because it felt the same as some of the other movies. But then again, that's a lot of, monster horror type films where you are literally having to deal with a creature that could kill you in an instant, and inevitably there's nothing you can do but try to escape. So, to a degree, I think if anything, I've seen it too many times thus far, and I've just wasn't that motivated into the actions or the fates of our heroes. So, story-wise, it didn't do much for me, unfortunately. So, in this section, I'm going to try my best not to sound like a complete ass, because to an extent, let's face it, most of the characters end up becoming alien chow anyways. But going over some of the key ones, I'll be going by, actors, and you guys will kind of understand my sentiment. So, Sigourney Weaver, again, reprises her role as Ripley, or at least plays as the clone Ripley. And the way she acts in this is really interesting. If anything, especially in certain moments, her movements are, how should I put this? I think mesmerized would probably be the best word, or if anything, otherworldly to a degree. Because this time around, instead of just playing Ripley the human, she's playing as Ripley the human hybrid. And it's really displayed as if, at least kind of described for her character, that apparently she has a connection with the aliens. So to a degree, her movements and her actions vary on her connection with the alien. And there's even a moment where, again, we have this cluster-fucked emotional situation with this human-alien hybrid that inevitably gets killed off, and Ripley, to an extent, has sympathy for it. So it's a mix. I will say, if anything, Ripley was probably like the best part of it, especially with in this particular situation. Apparently, with the clone, she remembers or has inherited memories, which I've heard that once or twice come up in a variety of different, or at least a couple of different media, I should say. But to an extent, with her partially remembering some of the things that her predecessor had done, is intriguing, to say the least. Now, going forward, Winona Ryder playing as Call. Call is an android who, to an extent, is trying to do her best to basically protect humanity, though she can't protect humanity from itself, especially when it thinks that, hey, let's take these very humans thinking that they can take these very dangerous, creatures that are prone to kill on sight and try to train them. What could possibly go wrong? But no, I mean, it gets to the point. I mean, she's willing to literally stow away, or at least pretend to be a part of this crew, in order to try to stop anything involving the alien, including killing Ripley. So to a degree, it's interesting with her. Though I will admit that most of her acting is kind of whiny, and I didn't like that for the most part. Or at least I got bored of it, I should say. But going further, Dominique Pennon playing as Virez, the one guy in the wheelchair. That's all you're going to remember him as. Ron Perlman, which I'm not going to lie, I kind of feel bad that Ron Perlman wasn't even in this, or he decided to do the script. Ron Perlman plays kind of like a Neanderthal type of, heavy-handed, violent, happy individual. So to a degree, he is, which I think he's played characters like that, but in the end, I kind of feel like he could have done better. Gary Gordon, playing as Christie. He is the marksman, which I'm going to say some of the things he does feels almost impossible, because he is able to ricochet rounds off of, objects to hit his target. Again, it just feels impossible. Michael Wincott playing as Elgene, captain of the crew, or the crew of the Betty, which is the ship that of this smugglers. He gets killed by an alien. Kim Flowers, no personality, killed off by alien. Dan Hudea playing as General Perez, Army General, killed off by alien. J.E. Freeman playing as Dr. Dren, or Dr. Wren, I should say, gets killed by a chest burster through the head. Brad Dourif playing as Gittiman, killed by the alien human hybrid. Raymond Raymond Cruz playing as Desfano, killed by the alien human hybrid. Leland Oser, killed by an alien. And anybody else that I could probably name off of IMDb, yeah, all killed by aliens. And for the most part, especially with the few that I've named, kind of have no personality whatsoever. Like, literally no personality. So, to a degree, it is a mixed bag with these particular characters. Though the number of good ones is limited, which is sad. I guess to start off, it's interesting to see the new look for the aliens. For some reason, the aliens, or at least the developers of the aliens, or the effects, made the aliens look a little bit more shinier than usual, which, I'm not gonna lie, looks really good. Especially with the black, I want to say armor, to an extent, that the alien possesses, or if anything, more of an ectoskeleton to some degree. But as per usual, a lot of practical effects, which I really freaking appreciate. And to a degree, CGI looks a lot better than number 3. And that's saying a lot, considering how bad the CGI for 3 was in the moments that they used it. But practical effects make a return. Looks really good, especially with this particular film, and this came out in 1997, so they did a good job there. Not much I can really say about the music, other than they did an excellent job, and to an extent, they don't have any jarring, random rock and roll music playing in the background, or playing during a very uncomfortable scene, so there's that. Okay, so final thoughts. Alright, so to an extent, story, it just feels like the same formula that we've been presented with in previous movies. Characters, besides Ripley, a lot of them were just not that appealing, and most of them were alien food. And actually, I should probably add to that a variety of different characters, or at least 2 that I can, bring up on the top of my head, are really, really stupid, especially with the arrogance that they try to claim that they can try to tame the alien, even though that's proven time and time and again to be wrong, especially with how violent these things are. But anyway, I digress. Effects, a lot better than Alien 3. Music, a lot better than Alien 3. So there's that. So bottom line, final score, unfortunately, it again, because of how it is so similar to a lot of other stuff, and besides the alien human hybrid Ripley, there is not much that is appealing to this. Like, really, there isn't. So I hate to do this, especially to an Alien franchise movie, but I have no choice. For Alien Resurrection, which was released in 1997, I have to give this my personal opinion, my personal rating of 3 out of 10. Besides the stuff with Ripley, again, I kind of feel that it just didn't make the cut to a lot of other films. So, once again, for Alien Resurrection, my final score is 3 out of 10. And with that, guys, that was my review of Alien Resurrection. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys can, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on social media, links are in the description down below, as well as check out our daily content and the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Novakast signing off. Have a good one, take care, and I will see you guys in the next video.